Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you guys how to do a knockout in Cricut Design Space. So I did this video a long time ago. I'll have it linked down below. But I still get a lot of questions as Cricut Design Space has changed along the way. And the way that this works has changed. So I actually have a new way of doing it. So let me just go ahead and show you how to do it. All right, so the two fonts you're going to need to use is Impact and then I Love Glitter. Impact is going to be with your Cricut Design Space, but I Love Glitter, you're going to have to download from devfont.com. It's completely free. If you haven't already downloaded this or you don't know anything about the font, I'll have that video down below to show you how to download it. But I'll also have a direct link to get this font. So that way it's just already easy to find. It'll be down below. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and hide these really quickly. And we're just going to jump right in. We're going to come to text and we're going to type in our last name. You want to hit caps because you need this to all be in caps. So like I said, this is Impact. So you want to make sure that you've went to Impact up here in fonts. Next thing we're going to do is go to letter spacing. What I like to do is bring it in so I can see it a little bit better. I come down here and then come up to letter spacing, which is right here, and we're going to start bringing that in. So we're just hitting that down arrow, and we're bringing it in as close as possible. So that looks good there. And if you notice there's a gap between the S, I'm not a fan of that. So what I do, your name may not do this, but if it does, hit Ungroup Letters, come to Advanced. I'm going to bring that S in just a little bit more. Select it again, and I'm going to hit Weld, just because I don't like that. All right, so now what we're going to do, we have our last name. Now we're going to do the names. So I'm going to come to text again. We're going to change it to I Love Glitter. So I'm going to come up here and start typing in I love, and it'll come up. So here it is. All right, so I want to make sure it's bold, and I'm going to start writing. So what you need to do is hit open bracket. So if you look on your desktop, you're going to look for this symbol right here. So open bracket, which is going to give you the swoop, and then you're going to start typing out the capital C, the rest lowercase, and then now for the heart swoop, you're going to hit underscore. So on your desktop, you're going to look for that symbol there, underscore, and it's going to give you this awesome swoop with a heart. So then you're going to do the next name, which my husband's name is Rocky, capital R. All right, and then for that end swoop, we're going to hit in bracket. All right, so on your desktop, you need to look for the in bracket, just like so. So what you're going to get, I'm going to zoom you out real quick. You're going to get this right here. Bring it in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, something about like this. And then I'll bring y'all back in so you can see. All right, so you can see you've got the swoop, the name, the swoop, heart, and then the name, swoop. So that's what you want. Then what you're going to do, you need to bring these all in together. So we're going to come back up to letter spacing and bring those in as close as you can. So you want to bring those in without overlapping. Now, if I keep going, it's going to overlap. So what I need to do is I'm going to bring this bigger so I can see. I'm going to come up to Advanced and Ungroup to Letters. And slowly, I'm just going to fix these to where they line up really well. So just like that, I'm going to bring my R over. And I'm just going to keep going until they're all together. Once you have everything together like you want it, you're going to select it all. And you're going to hit Weld. I've got it welded together. My little R filled in here. If I want to undo that, I can hit Undo. And if I move my R over just a little bit, that means that that line was coming over into that dot, and so that's why it filled in. So I'm going to select it again and try that again, hit Weld. Now that's fine. So what I'm going to do, we're ready to go. I need to size this on here. So what I like to do is change the color. So I'm going to change it to white, just so I can see. I'm going to change it to a print, and now it's white, right? So you can see. All right, so just so I can see about where I want this thing to be, you're going to have to resize it anyways. But just so we can see everything looks good, make sure you change that back to black. If not, it's not going to show up. So for example, let me show you if you leave it white. If you leave it white, it's going to look like this, like nothing's popping up. It's there, but it's printing white. So you need to hit cancel, go back, and click it again, and change that to black. Now if you go to make it, there it is. All right, so once you're on this page, what you need to do is hit continue. We're going to act like we're printing, but we're really not. So now it's going to give you that you need to print this. So I'm going to hit send to printer, and this is what's going to come up, just like this. We're not going to send it to the printer. I'm going to drop my computer screen. This is just the easiest way to do it. Now I'm going to grab it, just grabbing this, holding my mouse down, and I'm going to drop it to my desktop. And there it is. I'm going to look to see what the name is. It's unknown 4. I can rename it if I want to. So I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to hit cancel. Yes. All right. We're going to come to upload an image. I'm going to upload an image, browse. I'm going to go to recent. And then it is called unknown 4. I'm going to click that, choose. And then here it is. So what I like to do is go to complex, continue. I get rid of my box. I'm going to hit continue. The one that we need to choose is right here. Hit save. So what I'm going to show you to do is you can always come to contour. And what I do is get rid of all these little dots here. So I'm going to hit hide all contours, exit. And then I'm going to come up here. So I'm going to change that back to white so we can see it. All right. I'm going to move this down because you don't want to have that in the background. Grab this guy again. So this is our print and cut one. And now I'm going to bring this to where I want it to be. So I'm going to bring it to be however I want it to be on here. So say I want it something about like that. Looks good to me. All right. So what I'm going to do, have it where I want it. I'm going to select those two. I'm going to hit slice. So what I like to do is just move this guy out of the way, select these, and get rid of them, just like so. So now I can move that up, and now this is ready to come back down. Now you'll have to size this a little bit, so I need to either bring it out or bring it in to fit in between here. You see how nice that looks? It looks awesome. If you need to, you can also click on the background of this one, hit contour, and it'll be the same thing. If there's little pieces here like that go in the O's or the S's or whatever, hide all contour and then just click on these big pieces here. Okay, just keep those. That way you can get rid of all those tiny little pieces and it'll open up a bigger area for this to set, if that makes sense. As before you cut this, it's because it's like a print file, make sure you change it to no fill, that it's a cut file, just like so. So just like that. And also to note, I forgot to mention, you may need to readjust because it actually does bring it in a little bit more chunky. So I can undo that and I can bring this down again just so I have a bigger outline, if that makes sense. So there's that. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.